So from the previous video, I showed us the tools and equipment we'll be needing for this sack garden. So right now we've have our structure. The soil have been successfully mixed with compost. As you can see, it's looking so rich and ready to produce some good crops for us. And I've placed the bag in between the sack bag in between the stick. We placed at the middle, and then as you can see, the tin right there is filled up with some stones. At the inside of the tin we add stones. Let's not forget that the tin has an opening underneath. At the base there's an opening, so around the tin, which is at this corners of the sack bag, we're going to fill it with soil mixed with manure. And then after that, we're going to lift the tin to the next base where the soil is, and then add another stone, then add more soil. We do that over and over and over again, a repeat. You take the tin up, add stones, fill the back with some soil, then repeat, and before you know, it gets to the tip and your soil garden is ready. I'm going to come again shortly to show you what we've done. Yeah. So as you can see, we have the first base level. We added the tin container at the middle, and then some stones in it. And at the back of the tin, we've added soil. The soil is mixed with manure. As you look, it's looking so rich and ready to produce bountiful crops for us. Also, there's one important details I would like to add. If you see around this, the sack bag, I have placed some stones to as a form of wedge for the bag. This is simply because if you are using dried sand like I am using now, if the sand is not wet or muddy, which I usually suggest people use dried sand and later on you can water. If you're not using sticky soil, when you add and you're using an exposed bag, that means the base level is opened and it's not closed. When you are adding soil, it can be coming out, like there can be overflow underneath, and that will prevent you from having a proper sack bag, because as you add soil, it's leaking off from the bottom. So that is why I have added the stones at the edges round about the bags, as you can see. So the stones help to wedge the bag and also to prevent the soil from coming out. When after finish the bag and water, then it will be properly sticked together, and there will not be any means for the soil to come out. So the essence of this stones at the middle, because that's the point where we are going to be watering this sack bag. So when we place the water on the sack bag, it will flow down and through all the other edges of the sack bag. If you are just going to put it straight directly on the soil, it can stick and might not properly circulate around all the areas of the bag. So in order to avoid water logging in some areas and where water is not circulated to other areas, that's why this essence of the small stones at the middle is useful, because when you add water from the middle, it flows down easily. All right, I'll just move the tin up a little now to the next base level. So when you move it up to the next base level, you fill it up again with stones, and then you surround the back with some soil. So that's how we're going to do until we get to the very top, and then we can start planting. All right, I hope you enjoyed this video and you've learned a lot. I'm gonna be posting subsequent videos on the outcome of this vertical sack garden. Stay with me, click the like button and subscribe, share with as you share with other people so they too can learn a thing or two on how to make a sack garden. Bye bye. Cheers.